What should I remember when I read the Quran? Anybody, please. Yes. Number one, you need to remember Allah. For example, how many of you have young children? Like 5, 4, maybe 6. Have you got this question yet? I said yet, because you're going to get it. Who's Allah? Where is Allah? Yes. How does Allah look like? Where will I get the answer? In the Quran. Easy, this is very easy. There's an app called Ayyub, or search the Quran, whichever one you want, and just say Allah in the Quran and see the description. Pick one. What else? So it reminds me of Allah. What else does Quran reminds me? Which Allah, to me, one of the most important things that keeps me going, meaning keeps me focused and keeps me in the struggle. If I want to use the word. What does it remind you? Anybody? Yes, please. Yeah. SubhanAllah, you read my mind that this life is temporary. Why I need to keep reminding myself this is temporary, because I'm immersed in it. And all my day, think of your day today, right? From morning till evening. This is a weekday. Most of the days start probably at 7, maybe even earlier. The rat race, do you call it rat race here? We call it a rat race. I am the mouse running, right? And as the mouse is running, there is a lot of annoyance. This person said this person didn't do that, the boss did whatever. And how I'm going to stay focused, strong, and don't lose it. The frequent reminder about this life in the Quran. Very good reminder for you. And also a very good exercise. Again, Google the description of this life in the Quran. Plenty. And let me just share one thing with you all. Allah never praised this life in the Quran. And He created at all. Like if you, let's say, make a smoothie, right? You made it. And you're going to give it to me. What are you going to say? Just try it. It's one of the best. I'm telling you. He created it. SubhanAllah, when I was landing yesterday, it's beautiful, by the way, Copenhagen from the sky. It was beautiful. It's very green, It was a clear day also. And I remembered as I was looking from the window, all this beauty, Ya Allah, you did not praise. And you created it. That's a reminder. When your friend betray you, your husband did something very painful, your children, your friend, our daily life, we feel sad, legitimate sadness. What is going to take me out, remembering, and I'm not trying to scare anybody, but this is one of the things I use in my life. I remember myself in the grave. And is it going to really make a big difference? What she said or did becomes very trivial. And this is what the Quran reminds me. And I'm just going to give you one example. There's a lot of reminders in the Quran. Who are we? How we came to this life. What is the description of the human being in the Quran? A reminder of what happened to the people before us. A reminder you're not the only one going through this difficulty. A reminder, what are you working for? What are you struggling for? What your rat race is for. Keep you focused. So this is the first thing, reminder, right? And so I'm going to pass this one. This is a very nice way What they call it, you map the surah, the chapter. What does that mean? It's 88 verses. What is talking about? What is this 88 chapter verses is talking about? And this is one of the reasons I chose Saad, because it's not something many people are not familiar with it. It's not like if I said Yasin or Al-Waqi'ah, many people are. So you come and read, and I made it here easier for you, bi'idhnillah. Number 1 is from 1 to 16, the first page. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is talking about the Quran and how they made fun of Rasul alayhi salatu wasalam. You see it. Number 1, Allah oneness, the Quran, the revelation, and the day of judgment in it. Next, what else? There is the names of the Prophet's story. There's 3 main stories in Surah Saad. 3 prophets. Sayyidina Ayyub, Sayyidina Dawud, and Sayyidina Sulaiman. And I'm going to spend time on these stories, because these stories is you and me in daily life. So this is the first thing. If you look at here, Bismillah. Alhamdulillah. Right? So here you are. That should be before that something. Yeah. Right? 17 to 48, story of David, Sayyidina Dawud. And actually one of the names, it's not very strong opinion, but one of the names of Surah Saad is Dawud. And the story of Sayyidina Sulaiman. Amazing story. A lot of lessons for you and me in this life. Amazing. I'll come to you in the later on, inshallah. Then from 49 to 64, what a scene from the Day of Judgment. There is so many scenes of the Day of Judgment in the Quran. This one, and I'm going to say it now because we may not have time to cover later. How many of you people make fun of them? Or people think you are a loser just simply because you're a Muslim woman practicing? Just so many things. Right? You walk in the streets and people give you this look. Right? Or they say things really unpleasant. Welcome to my life. Or people think you are the loser. You don't know what you're losing. I'll give you an example. This was years ago when I was studying in England, in London actually. And one of my colleagues looked at me. I remember very well. I still remember even where we were. We're in the cafeteria. And I was eating. He brought his tray and stayed in front of me. Okay. Dr. Younis. Allah, Bismillah. Okay. Dr. Younis, do you have a boyfriend? And I said, no. Dr. Younis, do you smoke? No. Dr. Younis, do you drink? No. What was his next question? Don't try. Yes, please. Huh?
Can you marry me?
Would you marry me? I'm glad he didn't say it. So what do you do in life? Can you believe it? You don't have a boyfriend. You don't smoke. You don't drink. You don't have life.
No, I can't.
Honestly. True story. This is me, not someone told me. Subhanallah. So here, why I'm saying this, because in the Day of Judgment, there will be a dialogue. And be firm and be happy between you and all those who made fun of you. Because the people of the hellfire here will say to the people, one to each other in the hellfire, وَقَالُوا مَا لَنَا لَا نَرَى رِجَالًا كُنَّا نَعُدُّهُم مِّنَ الْأَشْرَارِ. Where is all these people who we thought they were evil and we looked down on them? That's the people of the hellfire talking. You and me, bi'idhnillah, will be having fun in Jannah. And Allah also said, أَفَنَجْعَلُ الْمُسْلِمِينَ أَفَنَجْعَلُ الَّذِينَ آمَنُوا وَعَمِلُوا الصَّالِحَاتِ كَالْمُفْسِدِينَ فِي الْأَرْضِ أَمْ نَجْعَلُ الْمُتَّقِينَ كَالْفُجَّارِ. A question. Are we going to make a people who spread mischief in this life, and those who were pious, same as the mischief, and they did not believe, the same as those who were pious and were Allah conscious? Stay strong. Don't change. Keep going. Because this is, the reminder tells me this is temporary. This is why I tell you, this is one of the most important to me as a woman, practicing woman living in the West, is that this is temporary. Don't waste your time and energy. For example, I come to Copenhagen, but it's not my city. I'm not living here. So what happens in it, joy, or the other way around, it's temporary. So I'm not going to be dwelling in it. And then remember this. Last part, as always, is again the story of the Sayyidina Adam and devil, what he said to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, Iblis. And the end of it will tell you why you need this. And why he said this is a reminder. Now I'll take you through it whatever Allah time will give us. But this is what I want you here now, is to say the following things to yourself. And everybody, again, as I started, everybody is different. The woman in front of you 5 years ago was way different in the way she looked at the Quran than 10 years ago, than 20 years ago, than now. It's a journey. It's a journey. It took me 16 years to become an OBGYN in the United States. Just so they put OBGYN next to my name. Now, how many years it will take me to put next to my name, she knows the Quran. So don't get it as like, how many years, whatever it takes. Well, I'm 70, it doesn't matter. If you die, tomorrow. But today you made the real intention and promise to Allah that I'm going to take this book seriously, and tomorrow I died, He will resurrect me as if I have fulfilled my promise. So take it seriously. Allah said this to Yahya. And it was the first time Allah used this name, not only in the Quran, but in this world. He said, Ya Yahya, khudh al-kitaba biquwwa. Yahya, Jonah, take the book seriously.